Hello and welcome back to Deus Machina Demonbane.
Fool! What's this half-hearted nonsense? Fight seriously! No matter how many tens of thousands of these toys they gather, they're no match for Demonbane. I know! Damn it! Fuck!
I stand Demonbane up and raise both arms. The sigils of fire and wind glow in my hands. Crimson flame and frozen white air gather at Demonbane's fists. The energies of heat and cold begin to acquire mass and form, becoming the two. My concentration wavers and the gathered power disperses vainly. My hesitation gives the destroyer robots an opening. Concentrated beam fire strikes Demonbane from the sky and ground. I can't move with the explosions hemming us in. It's all I can do to protect Demonbane with a barrier. Fuck!
Kuru, you're still...
My heart is pounding like a jackhammer. I can barely breathe. My head feels like it's in a vice. I puke my guts out at any moment. I can't do it. Every time I try to move Demonbane, the memories of Aeneas play back in my head. The final moments are burned into my brain. All the strength drains from my body. I slump to my knees in the cockpit.
Kuru!
I'm sorry, Al. Al glares at me with utter disbelief, but I can't bring myself to stand. I look at my hands and see how badly they're shaking. I'm sorry, Al. I know what I've got to do, but I just can't fight.
Why?
I'm scared out of my mind. Even though I know I've got to fight, my body just shakes and won't do what I tell it. I know it's pathetic, but I can't help thinking. What if it's all for nothing? Yeah, just like Aeneas said. Now that I think about it, she probably knew far greater despair than I can imagine. And I was acting like some great hero.
You...
Al closes her mouth like she can't figure out what to say. Explosions shake the cockpit, blasting through the heavy silence. Demonbane has stopped moving. The destroyer robot's beams can't damage it. Demonbane just stands there, enduring the rain of fire as though waiting patiently for something. What? What is this cowardice? Feels like an icicle was just stabbed into my heart. I look up. A crimson shape is clearly visible against the moonless, pitch-black sky, for the darkness that emanates from it is far more powerful than the mundane darkness of the night. The crimson giant descends in sinister majesty. And there's no mistake. It's a Deus Machina. The destroyer robots cease their attack and fall away, clearing a space for the blood-red machine god. And on the Deus Machina's palm, two figures stand looking down upon us. Master Therion. And the Platonic manuscripts. A young man with golden eyes and golden hair. A girl with hair and eyes the colour of darkness. They're clearly the two I saw that day, which means that this Deus Machina must have been that disembodied arm.
Indeed, this is my Deus Machina, Liber Legis.
The golden man speaks to us with that same loathsome, inhuman smile.
I thought you'd shown extraordinary growth in such a short time. But what is this miserable state I find you in? Do you intend to defeat me like that? Do you expect to destroy my Liber Legis like that? Do not bore me, dear Kuru.
He's right in front of me, so I want my fucking body move. Was I always this weak? Frustration burns hot inside me, but my body still won't move. Demonbane won't move. Master Therion sighs theatrically, disappointment evident in his eyes.
You never fail to underwhelm me.
You mean nothing to me without your fangs. If you will not fight, then you can watch from there. A titanic cross suddenly bursts out of the ground behind us, tossing aside buildings as it emerges. The cross is even larger than Demonbane. 7 flames appear around the crimson Deus Machina. Liber Legis. Burning fiercely, the flames become 7 golden swords. As though possessing wills of their own, the swords streak towards us, point first.
Ah!
Ah! Oh boy, that's yeah. That's when you just decide, right, we're taking the Christ imagery and we ain't being subtle about it. Dum, 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 dum. The blades pierce through Demonbane's forehead, hands, feet and sides. Some incomprehensible reason, none of the parts appear to be damaged, yet the sword still fastened Demonbane to the massive cross. We look like the crucified Christ. Master Therion spreads his arms before us and gazes to the heavens. Right above us floats the Pandemonium, illusory Heart Mother, a heavy cloud over Arkham City.
Now, let us show you the true form of the illusory Heart Mother, the true meaning of the Sea Project. Etheldra?
Yes, Master.
Plithnagai Muthnara, Cthulhu, Relay, Nuthlana, Fatang.
The girl at his side, the avatar of the Platonic manuscripts, chants a resounding spell. Arcane symbols flicker upon her body, the pages whirl madly about her. This incantation. I've heard it before. It's...
supplication to the Sea God?
Yeah, the one the Deep Ones were...
Correct. The Innsmouth experiment was for the sake of this project. In other words, this ritual is for the summoning of a god in material form. Through the power of a grimoire, a god can be called to any vessel formed of arcane matter.
I remember the Deep One's altar. The Deep Ones used it to summon Dagon into that statue, which gave the god material form. They're trying to do the same thing again. So what are they going to use as the vessel? No way. Al seems to have come to the same conclusion, and I hear her gasp in the cockpit. I follow Master Therion's gaze. The illusory Heart Mother.
Have you figured it out? Of course this time we won't be summoning a minor deity like Dagon. The Sea Project, the Great Sea, Cthulhu, the Great Cthulhu! This night will see the advent of a god!
Cthulhu. Cthulhu. A great old one. An alien deity who ruled over primordial Earth from R'lyeh. A great stone metropolis that he raised on a forgotten continent. That continent now lies at the bottom of the sea, and it is said, and in R'lyeh, Cthulhu wakes in eternal slumber. Master Therion is going to wake him up?
You're mad! Just try summoning such a being, even you won't escape unharmed. A god! A divine other! A great old one! We will summon it and control it and bend it to our will! Who do you think we are? We are Black Lodge! A great army of sinners! And who do you think I am? I am Master Therion, the great beast from Scripture itself! Now we will become the rulers of the world! We will become the inferno that consumes all mortality! Mere human? You think too highly of yourself, fool. Your conceit will destroy you utterly. You will plunge the whole earth into the flames of hell.
Again? Master Therion is smiling that smile again! A smile of pure joy and absolute hatred. The otherness I feel inside him, it's like I can look through his smile, catch a glimpse of his true form. His mad passion suddenly cools, and his next words are horribly quiet. That too would be amusing. It's as though he doesn't care that he might be destroyed. Such is the depth of his hatred, such is the terrible intensity of his hunger for pleasure. I knew it. He's a monster. Liber Legis raises a hand into the sky. The incantation picks up speed, the high, resounding syllables, like a brand against my brain. The ritual is approaching its apex.
O thou that lieth dead, but ever dreameth, hear thy servant calleth thee!
Hear me, O mighty Cthulhu! Hear me, Lord of Dreams! In thy tower at R'lyeh, thy hath sealed ye, but Dagon shall break thy accursed bonds, and thy kingdom shall rise once more. The Deep Ones knoweth thy secret name, the Hydra knoweth thy lair.
Give forth, that thy eye may know thy will upon the earth.
Where death dies, thy time shall be, and thou shalt sleep no more. Grant me the power to still the waves, that I may hear the call. A blinding glow surrounds Liber Legis. The light scorches the darkness, burning the image of Liber Legis onto the sky. It burns into the night. It burns into the city. And it burns into my eyes.
In his house at Rayleigh, dead Cthulhu waits dreaming. Yet he shall rise, and his kingdom shall cover the earth.
The radiance gathers in Liber Legis' outstretched hand, and then bursts forth into the sky, a pillar of light stabbing into the heavens. The light strikes the illusory Heart Mother, which is floating high above. The light expands, covering the entire castle with its brilliance. The spell gathers around the illusory Heart Mother in countless layers of immense arcane symbols, some spanning several kilometers. The pattern grows exponentially more complex and massive with each passing second. Millions, billions and trillions of symbols. The impossibly intricate pattern reaches completion, and then the change begins. Let me be honest here. The transformation that occurs before my eyes is unbelievably terrifying. I may well go mad at any moment. I'm nauseous, I can hardly handle my breath. My head and heart feel like they're going to explode. And yet somehow, I force my mind and body under control. So this is a god. A great old one. Cthulhu.
Plithnagar Nufala, Cthulhu, Rayleigh, Withnagar, Fatang, Ra, Ra. The stars are right. The god awakens. Winfield, am I having a nightmare?
If only it were so. This time, no one speaks or screams. Such luxuries are beyond them now. The people watching, through the emergency shelter monitors, the police, firefighters, paramedics, trying desperately to save as many as possible. I never imagined it would be so. Those who have come to do battle, faced with a horror beyond all understanding, their minds have shut down all thought and emotion for the sake of self-preservation. And that is the reason for this absolute silence. That is how overwhelming the god's presence is. The people can only watch as the metamorphosis unfolds before them. The god's flesh sprouts from the illusory Heart Mother. Many pulsing roots encircle the castle, and from them grow countless fleshy branches. The god's flesh weaves and twists together. It envelops the illusory Heart Mother, enclosing the entire structure in a titanic womb. Its hunger unsated, the divine flesh begins to consume the temple's innards.
Why us? Grandmaster! Grandmaster!
The god's flesh is assimilating the entire illusory Heart Mother, changing it into something else. The god's blood, the god's bowels, the god's bones and limbs, the god's body, the god's eyes, the god's face. It swells and swells, bulging with terrible corpulence. Dig me no grave. There's no end, Robo-Doctor.
Blood!
Nasty, Robo. Doctor, what's wrong, Robo?
I'm alright. The foulness just got to me. So this horrid thing is the true form of the Sea Project?
Indeed. The other god. The sleeping god. The accursed god. The great sea. The great Cthulhu. It floats above Arkham City, squamous and with many tentacles. It's like a vast octopus, and like a titanic dragon of many heads. This is the divine aspect of the god. Look upon it, and tremble. Well, that seems like a pretty good point to end this part. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next.